Hello, welcome back. My name is sangeetaMehta and you're watching my channel, My English Magazine. Today I explain to you about the sentence and clauses. What is the difference between sentence and clauses? So today I explain this with my magazine. The name of the magazine is My English Magazine. This is the title of the magazine. And the subtitle is Sentence Clauses. A phrase or clauses is a part of a sentence. Both are the part of a sentence, phrase or clauses. This is an example of a sentence. The dog is happy. This is an example of a sentence. The dog is happy. In the sentence, the dog is the subject and is the verb. In this sentence, the dog is the subject and is the verb. Is the verb. This is an example of a phrase. This is an example of a phrase. This is an example of a phrase. The happy dog. There is no verb, so we do not know anything about what the happy dog is doing. There is no verb, so we do not know anything about what the happy dog is doing. Therefore, it is not a sentence. Therefore, it is not a sentence. Understand? When there is not a verb, then it is not a sentence. A clause is a sentence within a sentence. A clause is a sentence. Clause is a sentence. Within a sentence. Within a sentence. A clause is a sentence, but in a sentence. In a sentence there is a clause. Means a sentence having many clauses. A sentence having 2 clause, 3 clause, 1 clause, more than one. They milked the cows. They milked the cows and then they made cheese and butter. This sentence has 2 coordinate equal clause. Coordinate equal clause. Linked by and. There are 2 clause linked by clause. Okay. Now I am explaining to you again, and now this is I explain to you. Yes, this is a very beautiful. You know that a sentence is a sentence is a group. A sentence is a group of words that are put together. A sentence is a group of words that are put together. A sentence is a group of words that are put together to mean something. A sentence is a group of words that are put together to mean something. A sentence is the basic unit of language which expresses a complete thought. It does this. By following the grammatical basis, basic rules of syntax, basic rule of syntax. For example, all is walking. For example, all is walking. All is walking. All is walking. Now, this is the sentence. All is walking. A complete sentence has at least a subject and a main verb. A complete sentence has at least a subject or a complete sentence has at least a subject. So complete sentence has at least a subject and main verb to state, declare, a complete thought. Short examples. She walks, a subject. She walks, a subject, is the noun that is doing the main verb. She walks. A subject is the noun that is doing the main verb. The main verb is the verb that the subject is doing in English and many other languages. The first word of a written sentence has a capital letter. At the end of the sentence, there is a punctuation mark depending on whether it is a statement, a question, a command and a request. Or an exclamation. So how many things are in a sentence? How many things are in a sentence? There are 4 or 5 things which are essential. Subject is essential, verb is essential, full stop, punctuation mark, there is essential for a sentence, and the first letter is the capital letter. It is also essential for the sentence. Okay, now I explain to you about the another. Okay, I explain to you types of sentence. How many types of sentence? I explain to you how many types of sentence. A simple sentence has only one clause and one independent variable. The cat is sleeping. Okay, I am explaining to you. A simple sentence has only one clause. The simple sentence has only one clause. Okay, one clause and one independent variable. The cat is sleeping. Now here is one clause. A simple sentence has only one clause and one independent variable. The cat is sleeping. Okay, a compound sentence has 2 or more clauses. These clauses are joined together with conjunction, punctuation, or both. The dog is happy, but the cat is sad. So, a compound sentence. What is the difference between simple sentence and compound sentence? Simple sentence is a simple sentence having one clause. Okay, one clause and one independent variable. But a compound sentence has 2 or more clauses. These clauses are joined together with the conjunctions, punctuations, or both. The dog is happy, but the cat is sad. This is a compound sentence. A complex sentence. What is a complex sentence? Complex sentence here has one clause with the relative clause. Complex sentence has one clause with a relative clause. The dog which is eating the bone is happy. The dog which is eating the bone is happy. The dog which is eating the bone. The dog which is eating the bone is happy. Now here use the relative clause now. The dog which is eating. Okay. The dog which is eating. It is related with the. The bone is happy. Who is happy? The dog is happy now. A complex compound sentence or compound complex sentence has many clauses, at least one of which is a relative clause. Has many clauses, at least one of which is a relative. That is the relative clause. Okay, compound complex sentence has many clauses, at least one of which is a relative clause. The dog which is eating the bone, is happy, but the cat is sad. Sentences have different purposes. A declarative sentence or declaration is the most common type of sentence. It tells something. It ends with a full stop. The dog is happy. The dog is happy. A declarative sentence or declaration is the most common type of sentence. It tells something. It ends with the full stop. A declaration sentence or declarative sentence or declaration is the most common type. Of a sentence. It is the most common type of a sentence. It tells something. It ends with a full stop. A declarative sentence or declaration is the most common type of sentence. It is the most common type of the sentence. It tells something. It ends with the full stop. It tells something and it ends with the full stop. The dog is happy. It tells something. The dog is happy. This is a sentence. A declarative sentence. Now I explain to you an interrogative sentence or question. Ask something. It ends with a question mark. Are you happy? So this is the interrogative sentence. An exclamatory sentence. What is an exclamatory sentence? There is a difference between interrogative sentence and exclamatory sentence. Question mark is where? Are you happy? There is a question mark. An exclamatory sentence or exclamation says something out of the ordinary. It ends with an exclamation mark. That The dog is the happiest dog I have ever seen. There is exclamation mark na after the dog. That dog is the happiest dog. There is a sign of exclamation. That is the like a one and there is a dot. It is a exclamation mark after the dog. An imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? Imperative sentence or command tells someone to do something. To command or command to tells something to do something. Someone to do something. Give the dog a bone. Give the dog a bone. This is a command. Tells someone to do something. Okay, clear? Now I explain to you the another. That is the subordinate clause. What is this is the subordinate clause. No, adjective. Yes, now I explain to you about the clause. Where is the clause and what is the difference between the clause and the sentences. Today I explain the all sentences to you. There is no doubt what is the sentence and how we use the sentence and how we make the sentence. It's clear. Now I start to explain to clause. Definition first of all. Now this is the definition about the clause. Okay, I explained to you in another magazine that is basis on my English magazine too, which is basis on English and Hindi also. So clause is also the part of my English magazine too. Here I uses the Hindi also. First of all, I explain to you. A clause is a group of words containing a subject. There is a subject in a clause. And predicate. Predicate is also in a clause. And functioning as a member of a complex or compound sentence. And it is functioning as a member of a complex or compound sentence. Now, if there is more than one sentence which makes a larger sentence, when there is more than one sentence which makes a larger sentence, add these small sentence and these small sentence having a main verb, then each such sentence is called a clause. Okay. Now I explain to you with example. I quitted my job last month. One clause sentence. I quitted my job last month. So here one clause sentence. When I went in the market. When I went in the market. I drank the tea. I drank the tea. When I went in the market, I drank the tea. Here is two clause sentence. When I came here, I met my brother. Two clause sentence. When I came here, I met my brother and he about the plan. Three clause. He tell me about the plan. He told me about the plan. Okay. Now I explain to you another. David told me that he has passed in exam. Passed in exam. Two clauses sentence. David told me that he had passed in exam. It is a news that there is a mishap in the party. Two clauses sentence. It is the news that there is a mishap in the party. Read the message. What they sent you. Two clauses sentence. Where? Read the message. What they sent you. Okay, two clauses. Now, I explain the types of clauses. Clauses have two types. Principal clause and subordinate clause. That is the main principal clause. Principal clause is the main clause. Okay, here I explain to you the principal clause is the main clause. Thank you.